So could you tell us something about, I mean, there's something, so we've been hearing about H1, the cap only recently. I mean, but then you seem to see that was there some kind of abuse that you mentioned about? I mean, what was if you can go through us?
Yes, sure. See, what's been happening is H1B visa was formed in 1991,
Okay,
exactly at the time which coincidentally worked with the liberalization economically back in India.
correct.
And the objective of the H1 visa, which also happens to be the first, there is a predecessor to it. There was a Brasileiro program which allowed America to import unskilled workers from Mexico, which got
Okay,
ended. But then they started the skilled worker program in 1990 to get skilled workers from across the globe. But India seems to be sending a bunch of Indian workers right from 1991.
right.
So the original intent of the H1B visa is to fill uh, local jobs for which there is no local talent available. So that
Correct.
was the basic intent of the guest worker program, which is the H1B.
Yeah, I recall
But
when I was earlier into, I mean, the beginning of my career, 94, 95. Suddenly, this Y2K became a very important
yes,
trigger, and everybody in across the world was worried about what would happen to the computers as of 31st December 1999. And I think that kind of triggered off a whole lot of people, skilled workers who are not available in America. Okay, and I think Hyderabadis and a whole lot of Indians started taking advantage. So yeah, so please tell us about the history. Continue to
right.
talk about the history of.
So again, the idea was to get as many workers in to the US who were specialized in their, which specialized with the skills. But you know, over the years, because of the dollar rupee ratio and because it was more lucrative to work overseas, the intent of the H1B, the original intent of the H1B program was very diluted. So there has been a lot of rising cases of fraud in immigration, document fraud in immigration, and so on and so forth. So over the years, a lot of unscrupulous activities have been taking place. So, and foreign guest workers, once you're in the US, you are bound by the employer which has sponsored your visa. So they would
Right.
have no rights to talk about the abuses and getting underpaid or not getting paid at all.
Oh, so
So
you were
my
basically
the
trying to help them. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have been fortunate enough to work with American citizens uh, who are founders of big organizations, made indoors political people in the Senate. Have visited Capitol Hill. I have testified in the Congress, and there were a few small baby steps which we took that would give relief to some of the issues that we've been talking about. One of them being guest workers in the US, originally a majority of them from India, should be able to talk about their rights. They should have the whistleblower protections. They should be able to stand against their employers and sue them in courts if they need be.
Sure.
So that has been very an active work that the organization has been doing.
Right.
And now we talk about the COVID. So these kind of issues are pretty much at a rapid rising situation now.